The 8-bit files with Dave and John.
Hey everyone, it's Dave here from the 8-bit files. So today we're going to be playing Lode Runner for the Atari 2600/VCS. Let's get into it. Nice. What a neat little intro that was. Alright, let's check this baby out. So this is a 3-level playable demo version of Lode Runner. It's available for free for 2600. And I'm taking a look at this for the very first time. And I have to say this loading screen or title screen is really something else. You've got your animated Lode Runner logo, which is in the sort of iconic font that we remember from the packaging of the 8-bit versions back in the day, certainly the Commodore 64 version. Look at the little animation of the enemies chasing your guy across the platform. That is nifty. And look how fast his legs are going. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool stuff. Looks like we jumped into an attract mode of the game. I don't want to spoil it, so let's get back to the menu. So it looks like I can choose a level. And again, this font is used throughout the 8-bit versions for things like titles and score indicators and things like that. Looks like I can choose my level, but looks like the second 2 levels are locked. I can change the speed. Let's keep it right in the middle there. We can change a theme. So let's try that. All right, so changing from, I think it was the Apple II version, I remember the 8-bit Apple version being blue, and the Commodore 64 version that I remember most fondly being this sort of brown color, I guess, reddish brown color. And over my shoulder, actually, we've got the Commodore 64 version running for show. Don't know if you can see that, but all right. And then passkey, I guess that's probably for entering passcode to skip levels, etc. Okay, pretty nice screen. I'm pretty impressed so far. I honestly can't believe this is the Atari 2600. It doesn't look like it. It looks like a more sophisticated 8-bit machine to me, but all right, let's get right into it. Oh, I like that effect. I don't know if a lot of you might remember, like on the 8-bit versions, especially the Commodore version, you had the 64 version, you had that screen build out like that, but it was always very slow. There was a way to disable it, I believe, but I really like the effect on this version, really fast, and just let's get right to it. I like the sound that goes along with it too. All right, I'm excited. Okay. All right, man, the animation actually feels a lot like the Commodore 64 version. Oh, and the sound even. Boy, oh boy, that sure sounds a lot like the Commodore 64. I'm obviously going to be comparing a lot to that because that's the one I'm most familiar with. But the response of the digging and all that kind of stuff feels very much like it. So I would say running across the platform also feels about the right speed. And the animations of the enemies too, pretty good. Ladders feel a little bit maybe slower than what I'd be used to. Maybe I can try the faster game setting to see if that makes a difference. But yeah, running up ladders just feels a little bit slow. I'm not complaining. All right, I gotta. There we go. All right, nice little ditty there again too, which I always remember from the other versions. Looks like I get a time bonus there as well. Looks like a menu with the passkey. Pretty neat. All right, I know why this makes me so happy. Love that. Okay, let's get right into it here. Now, I've dug myself into. I'm done. I've basically done myself in just like that. Okay, let's go here. I would say so far I am very impressed with what independent programmer is able to do on this 35 years or whatever, however long it's been after the original release, longer than that even probably. I know I grew up, again, this is one of the first games I ever had, the first quality games on the Commodore 64, and it's the one I remember the most. I mean, we all had hundreds and hundreds of games, but it's the one I remember playing a lot. It really influenced me, playing all those levels using the level editor. Now I don't know if the 2600 version here has the level editor. I somehow... come on, Dave. Oh no, I'm dead. No, alright. The 2600 version here, I don't know if there's a level editor built into the full paid version or not. And we'll talk more about that paid version and what I think of that in a minute. Come on. Well, that was close, eh? I was cutting it close there. Oh, man, it's going to make me long for more levels, I tell you. Alright. Let's do it. What do we have here? Alright. We have one enemy. What am I supposed to do? Chase the guy? Okay. Alright. There were a lot of those little techniques in the other versions too, in terms of making the enemy, sort of forcing the enemy to change direction and stuff like that. Okay, alright, so what am I supposed to do here? I can't get over there. I can fall down here. That's about all I can do. Okay, come on, chase him up there again. Maybe not the brightest enemy in the world. Maybe get him to fall down there and then like use him as a platform, I guess. Let's try. There you go. And now what? That ladder's kind of useless. Okay, let's go. Let's do that. I guess we're just going to do that a couple more times, maybe. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Oh, I still got that one at the top, too. I tell you, what they're able to do with the, obviously limited graphical resources on this, like, I really feel like I'm playing, like, the Commodore 64, Apple, Atari 8-bit version, almost. Like, it almost feels better in some ways. I don't know why. Okay, now we just got one more to solve here. Okay, this one looks like it's going to be interesting. Go, 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 go. So what are we going to do here? I think we have to somehow get on that ladder, that little ladder there. Let's see. Ah, boy. That little... I guess a little generous on the collision detection. I don't know if that's a bug or by design, like when you're falling. Kind of interesting. Let's see, he could have grabbed me too. Maybe not. Yeah, all right. Maybe there's something in the manual about this technique. I don't know, but certainly wouldn't be able to win this level otherwise. Okay, and I, of course, haven't get that one. All right. No, go, 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 go. Oh boy. Maybe try this. Ah, just about had it, I think. Maybe need to go a little bit sooner. Guy could have... Ah, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Ah. Ah, great. This is great fun. I tell you, I want that paid version. However, the downside for me, and it's a pretty big downside if you ask me, is it's only available in cartridge, so you need original hardware to run it, which I do have original hardware available, but I don't know if I'm willing to pay about $60 US dollars. We're in Canada here. That's almost $100 really at the end of the day, including taxes and all that kind of stuff. And there's just no way I love this game, but I just don't think I can afford to do that. It just doesn't feel responsible to spend that much money on a game I will enjoy, I will love. I think I'd rather wait it out to see if maybe a digital version will come out at some point, or maybe, I would pay probably half that, or maybe 40 US for the cartridge for the full version of the game. So for digital, he'd probably catch me in a moment of weakness paying up to 30 for a digital version even, which I think is quite a fair amount of, a fair chunk of change to pay for, a digital 8-bit game like this. But what I will say though is that this is an absolute work of art. And I, you never know. I might end up caving and paying the price. The developer certainly deserves a ton of credit for this game. I mean, I wish I could play some of those other levels. So, all right, let's at least finish this one up first here before we. Okay, here we go. Oh, what am I doing, Dave? What are you doing? You were on the freaking ladder. I just wasn't thinking. I was just thinking I got to get over to the other side there. Okay. All right. All right. I mean, I'm sure there's a bit of story online about I know there's a few other YouTube videos about the game with the developer there as well, which definitely have to check those out. Definitely interested in hearing more of the story of this game. There we go. Okay, now probably got to wait for the guy to come down again, and then hopefully we can get over there. I can see why there's okay, a little ladder over there probably to allow us to go up. Okay, let's go. Let's do it this time, and then I'm going to be sad that the game's over. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Love that ditty. By the way, I'm playing this using Stella on a Windows computer. I'm using a Suncom Slick Stick joystick, an original 9-pin DB9 joystick that was likely somebody's use with an Atari 2600 or 8-bit computer back in the day. It is an original joystick. It's using an adapter. Look at that. That animation, that reminds me so much of the original game. It's not even funny when the game would end. But demo over. That's very clever. So much thought has gone into this game. Obviously somebody who is extremely passionate about Lode Runner. And I cannot really, I guess, price aside, I can't recommend this game enough if you love Lode Runner, especially if it's a combination of that Atari, the love of the 2600 and of the Lode Runner game. How could you not just be so thankful in the year 2023 here we can have something like this? So I give it, what's our rating system going to be here on the 8-bit files? I don't know what it's going to be. I'll give it 3 Commodore keys out of 3 or 10 Commodore keys out of 10, whatever it looks like. So that's it for me, Dave, signing off for the 8-bit files.